All right, for our math lesson, we're going to start with a calendar today. So I've got a November calendar. And what we're going to do is we're going to count by fives. And as we count by fives together, I'm going to circle the fives on our calendar. So here we go. All right, let's go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm wondering, do you see any patterns? Well, the first thing I notice is look at how these run in like a diagonal. Look at they're running in a diagonal, right? So that's a pattern because then they do the same thing over here. When it gets to the end of that row, then it goes over to here and it does the same pattern. I notice that every fifth number is circled, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it continues. So that's a couple of patterns that I see. I also am noticing the 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0. I'm noticing that pattern as well. All right, let's continue. And let's practice skip counting. Let's practice skip counting. Let's start by counting by twos. Okay, here we go. So let's count by twos to 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay? How do you think we could skip count by threes? How do you skip well, we would have to count, right? We'd have to say for ourselves, okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? And we could start counting in our head and keep going to count by threes, couldn't we? So that might help us in today's lesson. So let's continue. So today our essential question is, how can acting it out help when solving a problem about equal groups? So what you're going to be doing, right, that's what you need to be able to do by the end of the lesson, is be able to act out something to help you solve a problem when there's equal groups involved. So we're on page 217 in our math book. That's 217. And we're at the top. And so this is a unlock your problem, right? This is the problem solving page. We have one of these every chapter that we have in math. We have a problem solving page. So first thing we're going to start with reading our problem. So it says Theo puts his stickers in 5 rows. There are 3 stickers in each row. How many stickers does Theo have? So what you need to trace is, it says, what do I need to find? You need to trace this. It says how many stickers. So pause your video and trace how many stickers, because that's what I need to find out, is how many stickers Theo has. That's the question that's being asked right here, is how many stickers does Theo have? Okay, now that you've traced that, what information do I need to use? Well, we know that from our story problem that there are 5, the stickers are in 5 rows, and that there's 3 stickers in each row. So go ahead and trace that there are 5 rows of stickers, and there are 3 stickers, trying my best, it's hard on the computer, in each row. And so it says show how we're going to solve the problem. Show how we're going to solve the problem. So we're going to act out. Okay, you can use counters. You have counters at home, but I'm going to draw a picture. You can use your counters and then draw your counters. And so I'm going to act this problem out. So it says that I have 5 rows of stickers. So I'm going to label my rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? There's 5 rows. And then how many stickers are in each row? There's 3 stickers. So I'm going to draw circles in each row. So 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then row 4. 1, 2, 3, and then my last one, row 5. 1, 2, 3. And then what we can do is we can count the stickers to figure out how many are in each row. So we're going to skip count by 3. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So that means there are 15 stickers That's how many stickers Theo has. And what we did is we acted out the problem by drawing a picture. Now you can physically act it out by using your counters at home, but I still need you to show your work on your paper for me. So let's go to the next page. So try another problem. Okay, so it says act out the problem, draw to show what you did. Okay, so after each one of these problems, I'm going to read it to you, and I want you to act it out with your counters. Okay, and then you're going to draw me a picture. Okay, so here's the problem. Maria puts all of her postcards in 4 rows. There are 3 postcards in each row. How many postcards does Maria have now? So think about what you need to know and think about what information you have to help you. So go ahead and pause your video, and I want you to act this out with your counters, and then we'll look at it together. Okay, so I've got my counters up here, and so I know that I need 4 rows. So what I'm going to do is and you could do this on your whiteboard. I'm going to write 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Because that's going to help me remember the rows. And there are 3 postcards in each row. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then our last row, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one's kind of goofy. I'll move it up. All right, so that's what you should have drawn on your whiteboard with your counters, or not drawn, but done on your whiteboard with your counters. And so now I'm going to do the same thing over here because I have to show my work. I got to draw a picture. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my video for a sec, and you can do the same. And I'm going to show my work. Okay, so there we go. I showed my work. I have the same thing that's here over here. And so now I just have to count. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So she has 12 postcards. All right, number 2. Okay, so same thing. You're going to pause your video and act it out with your counters, and then we'll come back and check it together. So Jamal puts 4 toys in each box. How many toys will he put in 4 boxes? He puts 4 toys in each box. How many toys will he put in 4 boxes? So it might help to draw some boxes on your whiteboard and put counters in the boxes. Okay? All right, I'll see you shortly. All right, so right here I drew my boxes and I put counters in my boxes. I put 4 counters in each box. So now I'm going to take that and I'm going to draw it here now that I've acted out so I can show my work. Okay, so now I've shown my work. Now I got to figure out the answer. So let's see. We can count by 4s, right? So 4 plus 4 is 8, right? And then we could take that and we can make a doubles fact. So, right, that's 8 and that's 8. So 8 plus 8 equals 16. So there's 16 toys in the boxes, aren't there? All right, let's go to our next page. So we're going to act out some more problems together. All right, so let's see. It says, Mr. Fulton put 3 bananas on each tray. How many bananas are on the trays? So here's the same thing. I would draw trays, right? They don't have to be anything like spectacular, just circles for trays. And how many trays do you need and how many bananas are on each tray? And do that on your whiteboard with your counters. And go and pause your video and do that. And then while you're paused, I'm going to go ahead and do my problem as well. Okay, you must be ready to check your answers. So I acted it out. I drew 3 trays, so each circle's a tray. And I think I just made a mistake. I just looked. I double checked. It says put 3 bananas on each tray. How many bananas are in 4 trays? Oh my gosh. All right, there's a 4th tray. And I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 bananas. So I'm not upset. I made a mistake. It happens, right? When you make a mistake, you admit to it and you keep it moving, right? All right, so now I can take this and I can draw it over here, right? So I can show my work. So go ahead and pause your video and show your work if yours matches mine. Okay, so I showed my work. Now I can figure out the answer. So I'm going to count my 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12. So that means there are 12 bananas on 4 trays. All right, next one that we're going to act out. It says there are 3 rows of apples. There are 5 apples in each row. How many apples are there? So the first thing you're going to want to do is wipe your whiteboard off, and you're going to want to label it with 3 rows. And then you're going to want to put apples in each row to figure out the answer. So go ahead and act it out. And while you're acting it out, I'm going to get mine ready. Remember to pause your video. And we're back. So it said there are 5 apples in each row. So I put 5 apples in each row. And so now I'm going to take this, right? If yours matches mine, now we can go ahead and we can draw it over here to show our work. Pause your video and go ahead and draw and show your work. Okay, and we're back. And so I'm just going to count by 5s to get my answer. How many apples are there? I've got 5, 10, and 15. And there we go, 15 apples. Let's go to the next page. And we're going to go through the Think Smarter problem, and then I'll tell you your homework pages. So it says Max and 4 friends get books. Okay, so Max and 4 friends are getting books, okay? From the library, each person gets 3 books, okay? So they each get 3 books. Draw a picture to show the groups of books. Okay, so he's Max and 4 friends. So right away you're probably thinking 4, and it's 4 rows, but you got to remember it's Max too. Max and 4 friends. So that's 1 plus 4, right? That's a 4, there we go, equals 5. So we need 5 rows this time. So go ahead and act it out, right? I'm going to act mine out over here, right? And so I'm going to have 5 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then make sure so Max and his 4 friends, make sure each one gets the correct number of books, and then we'll come back and check it. All right, so I have 5 rows, and there's 3 books in each row. And so yours should match mine on your whiteboard. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to transfer it over here. I'm going to show my work over here. So go ahead and pause your video and show your work. All right, so I drew what I had over here that I acted out. I drew it over here to show my work. And so now we're going to figure out the answer to figure out how many books they got all together. So we're going to count by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So they got 15 books all together. All right, and then on to the homework pages. So you're going to do all of page 221, and make sure you show your work over here in the square, right? Show me how many rows for each one, and then you're going to do page 222. All right, good luck.